competition out here today thus far. Picking up where he left off.
Oh my goodness!
Welcome back, everyone, to the Utah Motorsports Campus just to the west side of downtown Salt Lake City. It is the return of Nitro World Games. That 32-foot-tall monstrosity right there is what these riders are going to be contending with out here today as we are set to kick off the return of Moto Quarter Pipe out here at Nitro World Games. Look at those flags flying out there. There was a beautiful shot with the Great Salt Lake in the background, and we are set for an epic showdown out here today in Utah, the state of sport. My name is Jimmy Coleman. I'm sitting alongside Micah Kranz. We've got Lorette Nickel in the field, and well, let's talk about how this is all going to work out here today, Micah. We have 5 riders in the field, and well, basically, they're going to go in rounds out here today. Each round, they're going to get 2 attempts. If you're the last guy at the bottom of the rack there, if you're the lowest height, you get eliminated. It's pretty cut and dry right there. No scores. It's all about the height.
Perfect. That's a great way to do it. We don't need to be measuring this thing. Whoever last guy goes, and whoever goes the highest, all the glory.
Well, it gets a little bit more complicated than that, but we'll dive into it here in just a second. We've got Cole Denny, Jared McNeil, Tyler Berriman, Corey Creed, and Colby Raha, your 5 gladiators, for lack of a better term, out here today, because again, that's a 32-foot tall lip right there, and there's a 50-foot height pole up on top of that deck. These guys are jumping basically, multiple stories into the air. It is absolute insanity. It's just, it's a monstrosity, for lack of a better term, and again, it's a 50-foot height pole. But let's learn more about this thing out here today in the CBDMD course profile.
What up, Colby Raha here. We're here in Salt Lake City, Utah at the Nitro World Games. We're riding the Moto Quarter Pipe. It's 32 feet tall, 70 feet wide, and we're going close to 80 feet off this thing. Last year I went 77 feet and set a world record. This year looks like it's gonna be even gnarlier. I love riding this ramp. Check it out. This is what it looks like from my point of view.
And Colby Raha treats this thing like it's just a super kicker. He rides this thing with reckless abandon, and he makes it look so smooth while he's doing it. He is your winner at this event last year. 2018 was the inaugural Moto Quarter Pipe event out here at Nitro World Games. But let's not count out Corey Creed. That guy, he got 3rd place out here last year, and they just had this event at X Games a couple weeks ago, and Corey Creed walked out of here with a gold medal. But here we go. We are underway. This is Cole Denny getting the party started here. Again, they're going to get 2 attempts per round right here.
Cole is one of the coolest stories in action sports. Started with an Instagram account where he just kind of built ramps out of matchsticks. People, neighborhoods would drop off cars, and he just built this cool ramp, and with just the neatest stunts ever. Follow that guy, Cole from SD.
Take another look at it right here. Again, you just have to be one of the top heights getting out of these first couple of rounds if you're going to try to put yourself on the podium. The lowest height out of each round does get eliminated right there. So Cole Denny out of San Diego, 28 years young. Look at that. Look at the style.
So they just said that 40 feet won last year. We're already in that ballpark.
45 feet, 2 inches. Colby Raha set a record with that last year. We're at 31 feet, 10 inches is the official measurement that we're getting for Cole Denny right there. As we take a look at Jared McNeil coming your way next out of Australia.
Only guy on a 2-stroke riding this event.
Jared, very accomplished when it comes to riding the quarter pipe. And, it's not like there's a lot of these things out there that these guys can go practice on. This is a relatively new thing to the sport of motocross.
He's got one at the McNeil farm, his own private territory, but it's nothing this big. Here we go, the 2-stroke. It whips a little differently. But that's all right. Yep, stay safe. Definitely stay safe. You're going to get a couple more chances at it. Jared is such a unique rider. He rides so differently. He's not your stock trick guy. He's just like malleable is the word about him.
He'll get one more attempt at it right here as we take another look. And look at that inverted style right there. And he just kind of turns that left shoulder down. And you're inverted at that point on a 250-pound machine. And he looked a little tentative, though.
So
in the run-up, compared to what we've seen out of him in the past?
There is a difference between the 2 strokes and the 4 strokes. You can not only the sound, but when they're in the air, he told me it whips around faster, and it's a little bit weirder to get around. This man is a motorcycle legend in, what, his 20s? Unreal.
27 years old out of Templeton, California. This is Tyler Berriman.
Yeah, he's got X Games medals. He's a hooligan racer. His dad also a hooligan racer. This man, if it has handlebars, he's really good at it.
I've watched him in practice this week as well. Him and Corey Creed have spent a lot of time together training on this quarter pipe. Here we go, attempt number 1 for Tyler Berriman.
It is going to the moon! Yo!
It's just so wild because you get inverted and you're at the apex of the jump and then you just drop out of the sky. But watch the landing point for these guys when we look at the slow-mo on the replay. Look at where they put the wheels down just under the lip.
This is my favorite one to listen to because the engine stops. When you go that high and you're falling into earth, you can't adjust. You're just falling down. You can't go forward, back, side to side. You're going straight down. The engine won't help you. You can't. There's no reason to whiskey throttle. You have no choice. You better lay it down straight.
I have no idea how they just
you were on
stand off and then they tuck themselves back in and just drop in right under the lip.
You were on that ramp for the Matt Hoffman infamy picture, correct?
I was not.
Okay, but that's the view, right? Is that not it?
Yeah.
Is that not the Matt Hoffman, like, we're doing something no one else has done. Let's see how high we can get on this structure built in a desert. I mean, that ramp looks like a brontosaurus just kind of laying down.
It's a monolith out here in the salt flats.
Right.
And here we go, 37 feet for Tyler Berriman. Now again, each round of competition, they're each gonna get 2 runs. And if you're the lowest height, you do get eliminated from that round. So you just, maybe you can save a little bit here in this opening round. You just don't want to be the bottom guy.
Right, definitely. It's kind of like if the bear's chasing you, don't be the slowest.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Corey Creed's an Australian, and
an X Games gold medalist, by the way.
He'd like to please get the height pole taller. Look at that! What on earth? What on earth?
Picking up where he left off in Minneapolis at the US Bank Stadium out there, that netted him that gold medal at the X Games just 2 weeks ago.
What
2.5 weeks ago, I should say.
Is going on? A first attempt. Look at the, it's the lowest point of the body, right?
His bike is over, at least from that camera angle, it looks like his bike is over the height pole. And I've said it before, I'm going to stress this a lot. That thing's 50 feet tall on top of a 32-foot lip, everybody.
It's like playing like playing Mario Brothers, trying to jump onto the flag at the end of the level. Like, that's just it. You're trying to get over that thing. But the consequences are real.
Look at the wind meter on top of that thing.
Just going 1,000 RPMs. And Creed just spotting the coping, if there is such thing as coping on there.
It just kind of recesses back. We'll call it noping. How's that?
I mean, it's a lifesaver, man. I saw a couple guys in practice really would have hung up back wheel. And as we've seen from BMX Vert, catastrophe happens. This ramp is just lends itself to progression. It's so forward thinking. It's the biggest one in existence. There's like 3 or 4 out there, a couple in the backyard. But this is the big daddy of them all.
Hey, guess what? What did I tell you the big winning height was last year, the record setter? 45 feet 2 inches.
Yeah.
Guess what Corey Creed just got? 45 feet 8 inches. So we've already broken last year's record.
Wow.
We've already broken last year's record by 1/2 of a foot.
Corey Creed came to America. And
This is the first round.
Eating medals, just eating awards.
So what happens now? This is the bottom part of the run order here. Colby Raha gets to go last. Then everybody's going to get one more attempt.
This guy has one of the most extensive BMX backgrounds in the course. Actually, I take it back. Cole has a real good one too. But charging quarter pipes on a BMX bike and charging quarter pipes on a motorcycle are 2 completely different animals. There has to be some overflow because I think Cole makes it look really good. I think Kobe makes it look really, really good as well. Let's see what he has. Listen to him shifting gears. How much speed is he going to bring? Yowza! Oh, I'm still nervous. I'm still nervous.
It's wild for him because when he gets up there to the top, the peak of the jump, it almost looks like the back end's going to keep rotating around to rider's right, but he just drops down and brings that one back in. Now, definitely didn't get as high as Corey on that one, but again, what you need to do here, you just don't want to be, you want to be one of the top 3 heights because the top 3 heights are automatically going to move on into round number 2.
All 5 of these riders are absolute warriors. These are some of the toughest, bravest men you will ever see put a leg over a motorcycle. This is not child's play. These 5 riders are absolutely flirting with consequences for their progression, for your enjoyment. This is absolutely one for the books, Jimmy.
Well, earlier in the day after Rallycross was wrapped up, or the first edition of Rallycross, I should say, Todd Richards had Colby and Cole Denny up on the set, and they were talking about this, and they were, saying like, there's no gray area, there's no margin for error on this. You don't want to see it happen, but they're like, if something goes wrong, you know, you're dropping out of the sky from some pretty impressive heights right there.
Look at
Speaking
that
of Cole
fence.
Denny, look at that out there in the ripped up denim vest. He is just true Hessian style right now.
Style. Here we go. Cole, get up there, buddy. Yes, sir.
Cole sitting there with a 31 feet 10 inch height from attempt number 1. So right now, your top 3 heights, it's Corey Creed, Colby Raha, and Tyler Berriman. So how this works, the top 3 heights automatically advance after everybody has taken both runs. The bottom 2, they are going to get one more chance, or what we call the LCQ. They'll each get one more run. The higher height will move on into the next round, and the lower height will be eliminated.
I just love his style. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a strong proponent of like getting racing out of motorcycles. Like, put some freestyle into it. Like, Cole has a BMX background. He's 100% will be the first one.
Oh, and he's rocking the Motorhead patch on the back. Get the spikes
Look
on
at
there.
that fashion. He's doing it to scare himself, to have as much fun, and make it freestyle. That is as freestyle as it gets.
So 31.10 was his best of the 2, so that's going to keep him outside of that top 3 as of right now. So looking like Cole Denny's going to have to go into that LCQ. Jared McNeil looked a little tentative on his first attempt. Here we go, underpowered for attempt number 2.
Look at those baggy pants. He's doing it for the style as well. Yes, Jared. Absolutely. Take it easy. Get the rest of this year.
Tell another story about Jared, too, at quarter pipes. 2 years ago at X Games, he took a nasty slam in this event, and he actually dislocated his hip, and it took several doctors there in Minneapolis to actually get his hip back into place. So it'd be hard to shake something like that out of your memory bank. So I'm sure he's still a little tentative on this for good reason.
He took a shot on it last year as well.
Yes, he did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so this would be the first time he got out of this event clean, and I think you licked your wounds and lived to see another day.
Hey, you called it. Self-preservation is the name of the game. It's a long season.
Hooligan. He's in Hooligan.
Oh, that's right. He's riding Hooligan tonight as well.
Yep, he ain't done yet. So is this guy.
All right, so Tyler Berriman back into the mix. He's currently sitting in the number 3 position. So basically how it works here in this opening round, 5 riders, top 3 automatically advance into the next round, and then the bottom 2 heights are going to get one more run at each. So our last 3 guys to take their second runs here.
That was massive.
They're already in. These guys are already going to round 2.
That was a big one. That was much higher than his other one by my eye.
It's deceiving. We get the camera angle and it looks like it, but then you see it pop up on the monitor and you're like, oh.
We see the guy's right outside our door that's doing all the UT. It's full on as precise as you will ever measure anything in your life. They've got like laser levels and all sorts of crazy things doing these measurements. I mean, it's not going to get any more precise.
Look at that shot right there. I mean,
beautiful.
There's my Christmas card. You got the Salt Lake in the background, traffic.
From your Nitro World game.
Traffic on I-80 out there. Hi, everybody. This is what I do in Utah. I send myself 10 stories into the air, however tall that is.
Yeah, how was
Good gravy.
How was your trip to the state of sport? Well, you're not going to believe this. I went above, let's see, 34, 35, 37. Yeah, that's a big one, 39.
39 feet 7 inches on attempt number 2. This is the opening round, by the way. We have 3 more rounds to go after this, but he's already knocking on the door of 40 feet right there.
If I can say anything about this, is that we had to get a taller height pole this year than last year. We already need a taller height pole for next year.
Corey Creed has proven that point, and Tyler Berriman's also making his case for that point as well. Look at the smile on his face. He's like, hey, you know what? We'll see you in round 2, Tyler.
Riding motorcycles, that's his element. That's exactly what Tyler is.
You're defending quarter pipe X Games gold medalist from this year.
Putting on a demo.
Finished 3rd in this event last year. He is hungry. He tasted the success in Minneapolis. He says, I want more. I was talking to him yesterday. He said, the party's not stopping after Minneapolis. I want more. I want to set some records. I want to win at Nitro World Games.
So he's got such good style when he does it. You almost see him take his body and try to put that bike flat. Watch when he's up there. Now he shifts a little his body to style, right? Look, he's Michael Laren putting that thing sideways, right? Little Simon Tabron, put your head through the, right there. That's a beautiful look from that trick. Style for miles. And again, I want to do one of those sound engineer things. We can get just the sound, because it's crazy. You hear the engine stall out, and it's just a free fall. It's peaceful, and then you hear the thunder of the crash. I mean, the aesthetics, and then the volume, and it's just such a cool. This whole event is so different for the senses.
It's definitely a couple of different contrasting sounds and styles right there. 45 feet 11 inches.
Can't wait for that Christmas card.
45 feet 8 is what he did the first go around. Now he's bumped it up 3 inches. Remember, last year's winning height was 45 feet 2 inches. This is the opening round. He's already made it into round number 2.
Oh,
Colby Raha is doing tricks at this height.
That was awesome. Downside can. How's your BMX knowledge, Jimmy? I'm fully aware. Tell the people. Tell the people.
Taking a leg off and swinging it off to either side of the bike right there. In this case, the downside, hence the downside can. Take a look at it right here.
I love it. Bring some tricks, right?
You're inverted. Leg comes off, nothing tentative about that. You're just trying to go as high as you can, and he's saying, hey, I've got the height and I've got the tricks.
Yeah, the name of this is called Moto Quarter Pipe. It's not freestyle motocross quarter pipe, it's Moto Quarter Pipe. So you don't get any tricks for doing, or any points for doing tricks. But you know what's cool about freestyle? You do tricks,
You're
man.
free to do whatever you want.
Play your game.
Within reason.
No, still do it. Even if it's not within reason, still do it.
So he's going to be in to that next round as well. So Creed, Berriman, Raha moving on to round number 2. It's the LCQ. It's Jared McNeil and Cole Denny. So the run order is determined now by whoever had the lowest height has to go first. So Jared McNeil will go first. Then we'll see Cole Denny take his final attempt. They get one shot at it here in the LCQ portion of things.
Jared's
best height moves on and joins Creed, Berriman, and Raha in round number 2. Lowest height, you're done for the day.
Jared's won 1 million contests in this format in step up. Rarely has he seen himself in the first round LCQ of anything in his career.
He just set a record at X Games by winning step up again for consecutive golds in that one. So congratulations to you on that one there, Jared McNeil.
Bunch of best whip medals as well. You guys are assassin on a motorcycle.
He is very, very talented on a dirt bike.
Look at that pants. He's trying to bring back baggy pants. Like from the 90s, the freestyle days. Remember the 90s, Jimmy?
He's sitting, unfortunately, yes.
Me too, player.
I'm older than dirt, so I'm well aware of the 90s.
Look at Jerry. He is such a showman. He is so electric on that Yamaha. He takes 2 strokes proud. He races him. He rides him against the McNeil farm. Now he's going to try to blast to the moon on this one. Stay safe. Thank you. We'll take it.
Well, like you said earlier, he's riding Super Hooligan later on tonight, so maybe saving that one for later on this evening. But how about Jared McNeil in the year that he is having out here? And again, he took a nasty crash on this thing last year back in 2017 X Games.
Yeah, he just needs to get away from this one clear. I mean, when he puts his mind to anything, he absolutely excels. Like I said, he built one of these in his backyard already. He has all sorts of turf. Nothing of this size lives in like nature. You can't just go and find it out there. So doing your best. I mean, again, walking away from something like this is as good as getting a medal sometimes.
All right, so here you go. Cole, all he's got to do is best 21 feet 2 inches. He'll get one attempt. If he's able to do it, he is moving on into round 2. And
he in there.
Oh no! Oh, did he bump the back wheel on the lip?
That's what we're talking about, right? We talked about that coping. It's this metal piece that goes on top of a vert ramp. It's not there, and I wonder if the black at all is something you have to see, because they angled the top. I guess we got to start from the beginning.
It's beveled back a little bit right there.
The goal is to land both tires as close to the top. There's an angle, not the very top piece, but you can see it kind of cuts out to an angle.
You'll be able to tell better from this angle right
there.
You got the last bit of it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was at real-time speed. However, that's enough. I mean, for how high you're going at the speeds they are, you just can't.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. There's a little crease in there. That's the difference.
Call it a roller.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's a roller, but it's a difference between riding away smooth and picking up your teeth.
So you get we're taking a ride on the gurney right there. 35 feet 3 inches for Cole. So Cole's going to get out of the LCQ. He is going to move on and join our other 3 in round number 2. Oh, that was scary right there.
That's sweaty palms, man. I love this.
Well,
this is so cool.
What happens when we get into round number 2? The run order is going to be based off of height that we saw here in the first round. However, this time around, instead of top 3 automatically moving on, the top 2 are going to move on into round 3, and the bottom 2 are going to get one more attempt at our LCQ.
Yeah, good format. Definitely give everybody a good chance to work themselves to get this thing going. Again, the wind's a factor. We've never really talked about it because I guess we assume we're in the desert in the summer. You're going to have wind. That's just sort of what happens.
Well, we are right next to a rather large body of water as well out here in the salt flat, so that definitely doesn't help your cause.
But these guys have not complained once. They've said nothing about it. They've actually, the ramp is completely adjustable. It's such a forward-thinking ramp. They have all sorts of these crazy things you can screw and unscrew to make it more angled. The minute they built the ramp, the guy said, we want to go higher, more of an angle. Like, put that thing more vertical, which means more up and down from the top, because that's where you get the height from. the more vert you have, the more to the moon you go.
Yeah, and another thing that we changed this year too from last year was that the quarter pipe turned. It was facing a different direction last year, and the wind, it either blew you away from the deck or it blew you into the deck, and neither one of those things are any good whatsoever. So wind's still a factor, but now at this point you see the flags when it's whipping around out there. It's actually blowing into the rider as they go off the lip of the quarter pipe and turning into the wind. To me, I think that'd be a little bit safer to deal with than opposed to having it push you over the deck or push you away from the lip.
Yep, correct. And a lot of these riders have like a dominant way, which means you're going to turn to your left or turn to your right, and the ramp actually kind of makes it so you can go either way. It's kind of your own personal preference. It's the same as throwing a baseball. Like, no one necessarily has the answer as to why it's more dominant. It just is. So very, very, very excited to see what round 2 is going to bring. I know that we're just going to get higher and higher on this thing. It's going to be cool.
Looks like Cole's going to start us off here.
Best Instagram account I have followed in decades. This guy is exciting. Again, lots of BMX. Started hanging out with the militia guys and going to the Fitzland. And
speaking of militia guys, him and Colby have a pretty awesome clip of them out there in the militia wall ride. He's actually doing an acid drop on his BMX bike off of it while Colby's riding his dirt bike through the wall ride. It's pretty wild.
So, I mean, how do you even talk about suspension setup? No one's ever ridden anything like this. You can't go on Google and figure out how do I set up my bike moto quarter pipe. It doesn't exist. So you have to go and figure it out. Look at that table. Little Vic Murphy style, right?
1 foot tabe right there.
Yeah.
He's taking a page of the Colby's book like, oh, you're going to take a foot off? So am I.
I love it.
You're going to do can-cans? I'm going to do 1 foot tables.
Again, all the most BMXers are going to do BMX things. He is tried and true, just fun and good times. And again, you should see what this man does on a 3-wheeler in his spare time.
Tell me more.
Again,
Is that going back to the Instagram thing? You're telling people, hey, you know what? Go follow Cole's Instagram page if you want to see this stuff.
He brought it out last year and tried to rebel run it, and he was told this year not to bringing it all. He
tried to rebel run the 3-wheeler on the quarter pipe?
Yes.
Oh.
That's what up, Cole? That's my heart right there. Look at that guy.
35 feet 4 inches for him. The heights from round number 1 are eliminated. Once we go into the next round, it's a clean slate. So again, there's 4 of this go around if you're just joining us. Top 2 automatically advance into round number 3. Bottom 2 are going to go into the LCQ. This is last year's defending champ, Colby Raha.
Yeah, he wants this trophy. He wants that money. He wants the record, more importantly.
Look at how far he drifted across the face of that thing right there. I believe he said this thing was 70 feet wide when he did the CBDMD course preview.
Yep.
He traversed a good chunk of real estate across that quarter pipe.
Yeah, and that's the carve as we talk about. And I almost propose we build another one of these things on the other side so they can do like the low-end carves. Because like you take a rider like Jamie Bestwick, right? He's going to go far, far, far across a couple of sheets on vert, and then he's going to roast like you see here and go as up and down as you can. Now it's a little safer to go further, but then you get the roast, as we call it, or the pump or the juice, where you find that perpetual angle, which is more straight than it is further. Again, this is all prototype, and this is all the first time it existed. I mean, it's been around for a couple of years, but these are the best in the world at it, and it's only going to get more popular.
So last year's champs in the 40-foot plus club right there, 42 feet 1 inches there on the first attempt for Colby Raha as we bring back in Tyler Berriman. Again, as we go through this, it's only the top 2 heights that advance into the next round. And, well, that gap's going to get shorter and shorter with each round as we eliminate a rider. So Tyler Berriman making the turn, underpowered for his first attempt here in round 2.
Yowza, just and lift off. Yo! That's a big one. That's a big air. That's a lot of time in the air.
He's got more of a straight up and down kind of approach. Going back to Colby Raha, we saw that he takes off from the outer part of that lip there and traverses across the quarter pipe, whereas Tyler here, just kind of more of a straight up down. He goes up the middle of that thing and keeps it pretty tight.
I mean, they could almost extend it. I mean, it's, what, 90 feet, I think, in between those two? I mean, it's
Can you imagine if you're a truck driver right now driving east on the I-80 into Salt Lake City and you're like looking over and you're like, wait, did I just see a motorcycle fly multiple stories into the air? What is going on over there?
2 exits down is like an EDM festival thing, too.
I wasn't going there, but you brought it up. If you're a truck driver right now on I-80, you've got a plethora of eye candy as you make your way into Salt Lake City.
This state is weird. Keep driving, son.
Speaking of plethora, this guy has had a plethora of impressive heights here so far. Corey Creed. 3rd place last year. Got himself an X Games gold medal earlier this year. He wants the win here at Nitro World Games. Before we cut him loose, let's learn a little bit more about the mind of Corey Creed.
So Those Australians love medals. Here we go, to the lip. Yeah!
Nitro guys have given us plenty of practice, which has been awesome. So we've been able to get comfy and feel right at home. So I think we're all pretty ready to go. I do a little wheelie before I get onto the up ramp. Once I've done my wheelie, then I know it's go time. And it's just pretty much as fast as the bike will go, straight from the bottom all the way up.
Out here for visuals, you catch like the mountains over the top of the poles, like a fisheye view once you're up there. You can see everything. It's sick.
38 feet 6 inches from the man from Gold Coast, Australia, Corey Creed.
I'm Corey Creed. Be back next year, bide my time, and come back for redemption.
Well, that is an understatement for the year that he is having thus far. Like we've said a couple of times already, X Games gold in the quarter pipe event in Minneapolis a couple of weeks ago. And he's already beaten the best height with both attempts that we had in round number 1 for him. What does he do here in round number 2?
Power wheelie to soar. That's what you do. That is such a cool run.
I like the running style he's got. You see he pops up the front wheel just a little bit right before he gets into the quarter pipe transition.
It's the same as shooting a free throw in basketball. You do it the same time every time. You know where the speed is. You know what the gauging is. Like I talked to, like we brought up Michael Larin earlier. He tells me he actually can count how many times he pedals in between ramps. There's an absolute science to this that no one talks about, that isn't recorded, that you only know if you do it. And when he does that power wheelie, he knows exactly how much he's giving it, exactly where to go. And then look at him just manhandle that motorcycle. Corey Creed is the real. There's no two ways about it.
Taking a look at it from the overhead, the drone shot right there, and he goes out of frame on that one. 46 feet. Again, the height pole maxes out at 50. What do we do if somebody goes over 50? How do we gauge that at that point?
The lowest base jump is 100 feet. That's all I got to say. Think about it.
So right now, it's Creed and Raha looking at a possible transfer spot. So we go into the second round here. Again, top 2 automatically advance into the next round. Bottom 2 are going to go into what we call the LCQ, the last chance qualifier, where they will get an additional bonus run to try to move on into the next round.
This kid is fun.
He's down there at the bottom of the pack right now for this group, 35 feet 4 inches. But again, style for miles. This is Cole Denny.
I mean, he's 75 feet above the ground and at the bottom of the leader. How? What on earth possesses someone to go again? Well, fun.
Let's see the style again. Watch where the back wheel hits.
Yeah, look at the jean jacket, just commanding respect.
The motorhead patch flapping in the breeze.
Yeah, man, it's about expressing yourself. It's about having fun. It's about not listening to people.
This is going to be the angle right here. You can see how that knuckle, the lip of the quarter pipe right there. Keep an eye on the back tire.
Yep, so the goal is to land as both tires at the close to that angle as you can. As Jimmy said, the back tire, we call this a case. But again, in motocross, you don't want a case like that.
That's not necessarily a case, because he didn't look sketched out about it. I mean, it looked as almost if that was just almost like a gut check right there.
Motos, it's not a case, you're right. Because in moto, you want to engage the suspension. Because if you don't, it'll actually literally pop you back down. So my apologies. That was exactly textbook as you want to do it.
Yeah.
It's when you land higher up on that angle where both tires hit, where then you get kind of shot to the bottom and you can't correct it.
Almost with the style that we've seen out of him, that's almost like that's his safety zone right there, knowing like, hey, I just get the last bit of my back tire right there on that knuckle. That's where I want to go. Going back to what you were saying about muscle memory and just remembering what you need to do, like with the free throw reference and all that, Michael Larin with how many pedals in between ramps and all that stuff. It appears that that's Cole's style.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as loose as he looks, that's a calculated man right there. That is someone that knows what he's doing. He's comfortable with what he's doing. Like I said, the things he's done on a three-wheeler. Travis has talked to him about it, about the enthusiasm for weird toys from the 80s. It's so rampant on the internet, and this is one of the best to do it, and he does it real well.
So at this point, you've got Corey Creed and Colby Raha have the top 2 heights as of right now. Corey Creed with 46 flat, and then Colby Raha with the 42. So basically, Corey Creed and Colby Raha saying that they're happy with their first attempts. So they're looking at transfer spots, which means Tyler Berriman says he was good with his first attempt of 39 feet. So that puts him in the LCQ if he does not elect to take his second run here. Cole's taken 2.
Again, circling back into the wagons, getting them get situated. Cole right there, Bierman. Again, X Games medalist this year. Also, he and his father got to race in the hooligan class. There was a pre-qualifier in California that they both had to do, and it's cool to see anything with handlebars being kind of. Growing up, it was very regimented. You either did this or this or this. These guys are breaking boundaries and taking new artistic stylings to different apparatuses. I love it.
So this is an LCQ, basically. Tyler elected not to take his second run there, so now Corey Creed and Colby Raha have automatically transferred on into round number 3, which means Cole and Tyler here are each going to get one more attempt here. The better attempt of the two is going to join Creed and Raha in that next round. What a season Tyler Behrman's had going back to X Games Minneapolis. You were talking about racing hooligan with his dad. He got first place in best whip. He got second place in a quarter pipe high air out there in Minneapolis. So he had a really good X Games a couple weeks ago.
Good month for that, man. When I come to the World Games to see how you place on the biggest quarter pipe in existence.
That thing is 32 feet tall with a 50-foot height pole on top of it. Cole getting street out there.
I love it. This
while riding the Jersey barriers on that dirt bike.
This is what pure aggression in action is all about.
One attempt for Cole Denny here in the LCQ. The foot comes off again, but see, look at the back tire. That's his style. That's where that's what he's aiming for.
That's what he has to do to get any sort of movement from that motorcycle. He was up there, he saw something he either didn't like or something he wanted to shift. He had to dang near throw his whole body off this thing. You see his head right now is looking at that point where he wants that back wheel to hit just so it engages when he goes down. Oh, that's cool. Doing some Euro downside table topping. What a cool guy he is. Again, follow his Instagram, buy whatever he's selling. This guy's the real. Love that shot.
The foot comes off twice on that one.
Yeah.
Like the double pump on the one footer.
It's cool. He just took the handlebars, cranked it. Again, kids, you don't got to do tricks. You don't got to do flips or tail whips. Just contort the bike in a cool way. That's what the judges want to see.
So he's got 37 feet 8 inches, which means Tyler Behrman's going to have to best that in order to move on to that next round if you're going to join the likes of Corey Creed and Colby Raha. So again, second place in quarter pipe at X Games Minneapolis, and gold medalist at X Games Best Whip. He's going to be racing in hooligan a little bit later on tonight, from what I understand, as well. Super hooligan.
Yeah, again, that's the pro class. These super hooligan guys are no joke. We got factory teams out here.
Can Tyler Behrman best 37 foot 8? This one's going to be close.
Whatever. Yeah, I would celebrate too. Yeah, I would throw my arms out as well. What an absolute feat of human ability. Every time they go that, again, the sounds. You can. Right here, they're pumping it, and then from here down, the motor is dying. There's just nothing to it until you hear the thunder of the crash. It is such an aesthetically, such a pleasing sport. Whoever decided that this was a good idea needs a high five. What a cool existence. Unreal. Just looking for that spot where he wants those wheels to land. He does not take his eyes off it. Engage the landing, ride away smooth, dance a little bit.
It's just mind-boggling how you get yourself and this 250-pound machine into these positions from these heights, into the wind no less, and then manage to bring that thing around to put it rubber side down, shiny side up, for lack of a better term. And what is it going to be on the hat at 40 feet 5 inches? So he didn't want to take his second run and put him in the LCQ, and he found himself going into round number 3 there by jumping up into the 40-foot range. So now it's going to be Behrman going first in round number 3, followed by Raha and then Creed.
I mean, do you ever get comfortable with something like this? I mean, obviously you get to a level where you can play with it, but it's, I guess the less time on it, the better at some point.
Define comfort. I mean, how do you even wrap your head around tackling something like this? Just to practice for that, let alone coming into an event like this in the wind. You've got all the people out here. You've got the cameras rolling and whatnot. Tyler kind of psyching himself up going through the process right now.
You can tell when they're fighting it. You can tell when it's not smooth. You can tell when they don't like it. You can tell when they don't like landings. I mean, it's visually easy to see. But when they're up there, they are just casual. They are in BMX, the looser you hold the grips, the easier it is to ride. It keeps you calm, it keeps you settled, and it's such a chaotic and destructive area to try to find that peace is a weird meditative spot. And Tyler's listening to Gucci Mane or whatever he's doing to put him in the spot. And now he's going to try to touch the top of that tight pole.
Well, speaking of Tyler, here he is. He's going to have to start off round number 3. So here's what happens in this round. Again, they're going to get 2 attempts at it right here. It's the best height automatically moves on after both of those runs. Then the bottom 2 will go into the LCQ to join your top height in that final round. As we look at Tyler Berriman's first attempt right here. Look at that. Oh my goodness, the back end was coming all the way around on that one. And that's to the point you've been making a couple times about dropping out of the sky.
Yeah, give me that one with the noise. Do that noise thing with that one. That's a great example. Tyler goes to the moon with it. That's the biggest one he's done. His motor, and then he gets to this point, and he's like, well.
But that back end just keeps coming around. See,
fine landing right away. And you can tell he got scared on that one a little bit.
well, he was already tapping his chest a bit as he was getting ready for the run-in.
Because it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying.
It's scary to sit here and watch and call this. I can't imagine what it's like to try to send yourself off the lip of that thing, but
Full commitment. That is a big old air.
and he's right back into the 40s here in round number 3. 43 feet 2 inches right there.
Bar is set.
Remember, they're going to get 2 attempts, and then after that, it's the highest heights that's going to go on the next round, and then the LCQ. So taking a look at Colby Raha here, getting ready to do his first shot right here. Let's take a look back at Colby Raha's performance from 2018.
I think this one, we're going higher than anything before. These guys are going so big on this thing. It's dirt bikes, man. It's like limitless to what you can do.
It comes down to this. If Colby is not able to get to 41 feet 8 inches, Axel will not have to take that second run of the inaugural Nitro World Games FMX quarter pipe competition. And here we go. Can Colby Raha get it done?
Get it. Go!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God. 45 Raha! 2 inches. Almost 80 feet off the ground. 80 feet, 8 stories.
And it's going to go to Colby Raha out here.
That is
Had to
awesome.
settle for a silver medal in quarter pipe at the X Games, and he walks out of here with the win at Nitro World Games.
I'm Colby Raha, and I just won the first ever Nitro World Games high air quarter pipe competition.
Yes, you did, sir. It set a height of 45 feet 2 inches. What an exciting finish that was in 2018. What are we going to see when we get into that final round here in 2019? We'll have to wait and see how it all unfolds here in round number 3. And as we get into round number 4, again, they're going to get 2 attempts each. Tyler Berriman has already taken his first attempt. He has set the bar here at 43 feet 2 inches. Where do we go from here, Micah?
To the moon. We're almost to Mars at this point. Pick your favorite big hunk of rock in the solar system. We're going to try to jump to it.
Grabbing a fistful of throttle right there and taking that one up almost to the top of the height meter right there.
There's not much left. I mean, again, the gearing has to be special. The suspension has to be special. Every time it takes my breath away.
Well, he's up there in the 40s as well, 43 flat, so that'll put him just behind Tyler Berriman as of right now. Remember, 2 attempts at it, taking another look at his first here.
That is so nerve-wracking. I think I would just scream the whole time I was in the air. Just at myself, at others, considering my existence. Look at what is going on here.
Examining the life choices that have decided
what do I call my mom?
to send you into the sky like this.
I go to the gym? What is... Oh yeah, I gotta land. Anyway, look at this. Just time to think about your income taxes. Did I file them right? Am I gonna get audited? Oh yeah, power wheelie. Oh, what a good time.
So he's still going to get another attempt here. As of right now, Berriman's looking at that transfer spot. However, we still have Corey Creed left to go here in this round, and then they're all going to get a second attempt before we see who goes into that LCQ. And this man has just been on point out here all day long. Just looking solid. This is Gold Coast, Australia's Corey Creed.
Power wheelie, hit it to the moon. Get up there, get up there, get up there! Land, land, land! Yes.
Just right up there, bouncing out at the top of the height pole.
We got a bigger height pole, Jimmy. They said we need to go, I mean...
What did we have? 45 last year was what we had on that thing, 46?
Yeah, we went bigger, we're still there. Just to the moon with them. Like, that's the highest anyone's ever been on a motorcycle and landed without conversation. Come at me differently. Give me any other scenario someone's been that in the air on a motorcycle on purpose and then landed.
I like how you added that little asterisk.
Oh, yeah.
On purpose.
Dude, I've been to county fairs. Just saying.
Way to cover your bases on that one,
yeah.
sir.
Oh, yeah. There's someone that'll show me a picture of some Yahoo in South Dakota at some fair getting loose. But this is calculated. This is real. This is fantastic.
I like that you brought that back to the ranks of doing fair shows.
You know.
Thank you for taking me on a memory journey.
Know your
right
roots.
there.
Know your roots.
Corey Creed, 46 feet 8 inches. So that is the best height here out of this first round of attempts here. They're all going to get one more shot at it here. So Corey, as of right now, is sitting in that automatic transfer spot into the next round.
So you're in the territory where you're uncomfortable. You've gotten into the later stages. Right now,
I've been uncomfortable since we started this. I get white-knuckled every time these guys are under power towards a quarter pipe.
But now it's on them because now they're shooting for the highest they can possibly, because it starts to matter. When you're kind of strategizing to just get yourself into the later rounds is one thing. But now it's, okay.
Well, now you have to send it every time.
Every time.
You have to max it out every time. I mean, right now, only the best height is going to automatically move on at this point, and then whoever's at the bottom of that, those two riders are going to have to go into an LCQ.
You hit a grandstand, grants, home run, or you go home.
So here we go. It's the second runs here for this group. But before we get into this, let's check in one more time with Lorette down there in the field.
Raha, unbelievable job. Talk to me about this contest.
Yeah, it's the biggest ramp, and we're going super big. Everybody's stepping it up. The wind's coming in, but it's actually, I guess it's not too bad. Yeah, Bierman's killing it, Creed's killing it. I got respect for anybody riding this ramp. Dirt bikes are fun. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna go as big as I can, I guess, these next couple rounds and see how it is.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Guys.
It's to Colby. Like, big shouts to Colby. No one gets into action sports to be interviewed in between runs. You know what I mean? No one got into this to be like, man, I really want to give sponsor shout-outs before I risk my life on things.
He's so casual about it, though. I mean, anytime he gets interviewed about this, whether it's in comp or not, you hear him talk about the approach to the quarter pipe, what it's like riding this thing, his style, how different it is compared to others. He's just so casual about it. He's very candid.
He's a gentleman for even doing the interviews, because all I see when I see this is just let me ride. I just want to ride, let me ride and do the talking. That's the kind of guy he is.
All right, Tyler Bierman's going to get one more attempt at it here. He got 43 feet 2 inches the first time around. What's he going to get here in his second attempt?
Get it. Ooh. I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, power nose wheelie your way into the hearts of thousands.
That's you know what? It's not, you're down, but you're not out at this point if you're not able to best that 46.8. There's still that LCQ round. One rider is going to emerge from that LCQ round if he's not able to best 46 feet 8 inches.
So need to see the car, right? They're coming off the very right side of the ramp. You can see them all kind of landing very similar. A lot can be told by just the track of where they're going. Get bottom part. That motorcycle's upside down, Jimmy. You can't tell me it's not completely inverted when it's at that peak.
Once you've gotten to these heights, I mean, at what point, like,
look at this.
Decide how much more can I send this right here? What else am I going to have to do? What else am I willing to do at this point?
I hope aliens invade us today and they get to watch this and try to explain what these boys are doing.
Okay, so he's not able to best 46 feet 8 inches. So as of right now, he is in that LCQ. So it comes down to Colby Raha, because if he's not able to best 46 feet 8 inches, Corey will not have to take a second run because he'll automatically get that transfer spot. You would think, in the interest of self-preservation, if you've already got that spot, why risk it with another round to go?
Yep, strategizing, right? Even in this game, there's some strategizing.
All right, under power, it's Colby Raha. He needs 46 feet 9 inches to get a transfer spot into that next round. Oh my goodness, you look at the back wheel.
Oh, did he go flat?
That was the lowest landing that I've seen out of him this weekend. Oh, that was scary.
When we say flat, we mean to the bottom part of that landing. There's probably easily 40 feet of actual rideable area when you take into the idea of all the bendy parts, all the transitions and the moving. So you want to land, like we said, as tall to the top of that ramp towards that angle part as you can. He pulled out a little bit, meaning he went out towards the concrete side, not the deck side, and he paid for it. What a cool shot. What a great song. What a beautiful maneuver. I'm glad he's all right. Because as we can tell, Bo Bamberg's one of the toughest humans ever in freestyle motocross best trick. He couldn't hold on to that motorcycle. He is one strong dude. And these guys are, you know, way younger. They don't have the physique quite that I assume Bo has, but these guys are just maniacs holding onto those handlebars.
Just, how do you compress from that, from how low he landed on the transition? So Corey doesn't have to take that run. He's going to go on to our final round to determine our winner, which means Tyler Berriman and Colby Raha are going to have to duke it out one more time each. The best height out of these next 2 attempts will move on and join Corey Creed in the battle for being the 2019 Nitro World Games Moto Quarter Pipe champion.
It's a very, I mean,
either way, at this point, you're already on the podium.
yeah, which
Let's not gloss over that. You've made it this far. Congratulations to all 3 of you guys.
yeah, to say the least, that's quite a year for a lot of these guys. I don't know if you saw Colby's real FMX part in X Games this year. He put down one of the most memorable sections of a 60-second video I've ever seen. Like this, a lot of these guys are here for contests, but the video part's getting big. The creativity is getting a little more emphasized. I love seeing it. Let's get
It's one and done this go around. Your last year's champ trying to get a spot to go up against Corey Creed in the final round. Is it going to be enough?
That was his largest error of the day. You could tell that was the one. He knew it. He knew that he's going to go home. He is going to make Tyler absolutely fight him. He wants to keep going. He wants more time on this ramp. It doesn't exist in nature. He's going to get it.
43 feet 6 inches for him, knocking on the door of that top height that he had last year. Remember, he won last year with 45 feet 2 inches.
What on earth? What do? Do you go to another gear? I suppose you can't. I mean, what do you do to get more emphasis? The wind is what it is. It gets, of course, it gets a little windier as the sun goes down. I mean,
the wind doesn't look like it's intensified at all. I mean, the flags have been pretty consistent.
Well, it's good going into them forward.
If you're looking at the silver lining of things, I mean, the wind, sometimes it whips around all over the place and there's ever-changing conditions. It looks like it's been at least consistent out here, which is a good thing because you can adjust and at least get used to it.
Rather be pushed around like the transition than over a deck or over a transition, for sure.
Yeah, so 43 feet 6 inches for him. So as of right now, he's done the work. Tyler Berriman, if he's able to best that, he will move on into that next round. But again, at this point, congratulations to all 3 of these guys because they will be on the podium. But right now, this is the battle to see who moves on to go up against Corey Creed to be crowned the 2019 Nitro World Games Moto Quarter Pipe champion. Second year the event has been here at Nitro World Games. Tyler Berriman feeling the pressure right now, Micah.
Yep. He wants it. His man does not like losing. He is a competitive soul. Here we go. That's getting up there. That's a big carve. That's a long way.
He drifted the farthest we've seen, or furthest we've seen across the quarter pipe out here today. You can see him patting the chest right there. That gave him a little scare.
Yep, it's that trajectory we talked about. If you go straight up, you're going to go higher than if you do this. Look at his carve. He goes way further. 2, 3 of those big carpet swabs, whatever you like to call it. Again, he almost ran out of real estate.
Yeah, I like that you call them carpet swabs.
What would you like to call them?
I'm running with that.
You tell me.
I was giving you props.
I appreciate that.
Swabbing it out over the Utah sky right there through the Utah Sports Commission flags right there.
Oh, that is just so effortless. Cool seeing his arm just kind of overcorrect. That KTM putting both those rubber tires to the moon.
I think Colby's got him by a little bit on this one. I think Colby's moving on to that. I think we're going to see the Creed Raha battle.
Awesome.
And it is Colby Raha is going to move on into that next round. Hey, Tyler Berriman, though, congrats to that young man. He will stand on the podium out here today, but you can see that he was a little frazzled by what was going on. I think every time he'd come off of the ramp or before going in, he'd be riding around, patting on his chest and whatnot.
It's terrifying. This is not something you get over. This is not something you get used to. This is something you just do. We're going to see him at Super Hooligan yet again tonight. We're not done with Berriman yet.
No, he's got more riding to do out here. And again, congratulations to his X Games appearance that he had. He got second place in quarter pipe high air as well as a best whip gold medal. So great summer for Tyler. So here we go.
Oh, let's see if we go over the height pole. This is when it's going to happen.
This is it. This is to determine our winner out here. Again, they'll get 2 attempts each.
I look at him. Both.
Now, the rules change a little bit here in this last round. So Colby's going to have to go first because Corey had the better height from the last round. So Colby's going to go, then Corey. Then they'll do it again a second time around. So whoever's in the high spot after those 2 attempts, the other rider's going to get 1 LCQ attempt to try to best it. If they don't, there's our winner. If they do, we kind of keep going into this sudden death routine, if you will.
Cool. I love setting that.
So
I'm way down.
the format changes here in this last round, so we could see some drama unfolding here, but here we go. This is down to these final 2 riders. Will it be Colby Raha? Will it be Corey Creed? Raha is underpowered for his first attempt.
That's up, that's up, that's up.
Oh, he's taking the handoff.
Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely poetic style on that big air attempt. The Moto quarter pipe final round. Oh, it's just a good contest.
He had a 43-foot 6-inch air that last go around. This one should be pretty close. It should be right in that wheelhouse.
See how he actually went into a tabletop like a BMX? He set himself back, got a, we call it fold it and hold it in my industry, sir. He thought, take that elbow.
You are full of gems
Handoff.
today.
I love it. Look at that handoff, pointing at his mom, saying, look at this, Mom, 43-3 in perfect cursive, Jimmy.
Look at the shadow on the Nitro World Games backdrop on the deck of the quarter pipe there.
I love that trick. A one-hander is perfect because it works anywhere. You're on a bike, a skate park, your mom goes a little fast over train tracks, take that hand off, put it back on, you landed your first trick, kid.
All right, Corey Creed. He has been in control this entire competition out here today thus far. Picking up where he left off.
Oh my
And
goodness!
he takes a foot off that time.
I don't know if that was, I think that was for corrective. He's not coming out here to do tricks. He's coming out here to just put an absolute stake in the ground saying, I'm from Australia, I am better than anyone else at these absolute death-defying.
You heard it in his profile earlier. He said he wanted redemption.
And he's getting it. There's no two ways about it. He came out here, every major television contest in the industry, he has toyed with. Toyed with it. It has just been an absolute, like, Ted Williams-like year for this man. Give him a hit, the batting record, give him a gold glove, give him some of them weird Oakleys, all that stuff, you know? Like, that is just unbelievable.
Just having a little fun with it there.
So good, man.
Mid-peak.
I love it.
Take another look at it right here.
In the BMX one and the skateboard one, it's 27 feet tall, and you don't see them get to heights like this. You get the big, they said there's 3 different transitions in that takeoff, meaning there's 3 different angles which will traject them into the moon to get that height. I mean, if you don't pump in the right spot, if you don't give it gas at the right area, if you don't land the tires at the right time, you are having a long night. Corey Creed toying with consequences, absolutely destroying this competition.
All right, so that's the first round for this this heat, I should say. 45 feet, 7 inches right there for Corey Creed.
Look at him, I know. Oh,
Believe it or not, that's not the highest that he's gone today.
No.
I mean, he went higher in the opening rounds. So here we go. It comes down to this last round right here.
yeah. And
So he had already bested last year's winning height in the opening round. It was 45 feet, 2 inches, and he had gone higher than that in that opening round.
yeah, I mean, we are getting into crazy, like I said, we are getting into base jumping heights on motorcycles, but there's no parachute in this game. There's a little bit of suspension and a whole lot of white knuckling to get you to the bottom and back to safety.
Well, this will get interesting strategy-wise again. So Colby's going to have to go first. So if Colby's not able to best that 45.7, Corey would not have to take that second round. However, by virtue of the rules for this round that I stated, there's still going to be that LCQ attempt. Colby's going to get one more attempt at it to try to best that height. However, this is far from over. He won this thing last year. We've talked about it time and again. He's got the skills to do it. He's got the style. He's got the technique down pat. It's going to come down to either this attempt or the next one. Will he get the repeat win, or are we going to see Corey Creed walk out of here the champion this year? It all comes down to right now for Colby Raha.
Up there, up there, up there. Get it, get it. Oh, I don't think it was there. Again,
I'm going to walk that plank with you too. I don't think that's going to be enough either. However, if Corey, either way, Colby's going to get one more shot at it.
Yeah, and that's going to be the shot heard around the world, my friend. He's not here to lose. He is here to ride motorcycles. He has had a Cinderella year from this time last year to here, right? I mean, blowing minds in this discipline is what he's doing. I love it. Look at him cranking that. You can see him literally pulling it and pushing back and forth to get that front tire where it needs to be. There is no missteps in this competition. There is no second chances. Love it. All the noises. Isn't that a great shot? Just drop your shoulder, put your elbow under your hip, and then just maneuver that bike to that motorcycle where you need it to be. Again, these are some of the craziest individuals in the world, these 5 people.
The sounds that makes when you drop down out of the sky, I mean, you can hear all that scaff and the structure back there just rattling when you hit the bottom of that. So 42 feet 11 inches, that attempt right there. So He is going to get, I mean, if you're Corey Creed, why would you take your second hit at this point? You don't need to. You're the best height. But however, with the rules, at this point, there is an LCQ. Each round has an LCQ option. So Colby Raha will actually get one more attempt here to try to best that 45 feet 7 inches. Can he do it? Of course he can. You know why? Because he won last year with 45 feet 2 inches. So he's already done it last year.
Yeah, the potential.
Can he do it again here in 2019?
Potential is there. Like I said, Jimmy, we were around when they were messing with the ramp a little bit. They got different angles on it. I mean, it's hard to replicate. Like you said, they shifted the ramp into a different area. There's a lot of consequences against him, but this is one of those kind of simple equations. Like, you just give it more and you go up higher, but there's a lot to deal with when you're doing that.
So Corey's not going to take that second run, so it'll come down to this. However, if Colby bests that height, if he goes higher than 45.7, that doesn't necessarily net him a win. Because at that point, Corey would then get a chance to answer back. We're playing a little motorcycle chess out here today with that quarter pipe, so we could see a little bit of a battle go on.
It's kind of like an iced kicker. You wonder how they're going to deal with it, right? He's had 2 shots. He's not going to get a third chance at this, and this is the one that really counts. I mean, it was the first 2 warm-ups. Yeah, exactly. Get in your right frame of mind. Get to where you need to be. Make peace with anything you need to make peace with, and then just get to the top of that height pole.
He is in the zone. The bike is fired up. He's got the goggles on. Corey Creed has set the bar at 45 feet 7 inches. Will he get the win, or is Colby Raha going to come back here in the LCQ and best out over that and make this competition drag on out here? It comes down to the wire here. A potentially dramatic finish out here at the 2019 Nitro World Games out here. Moto quarter pipe final round. Here comes Colby Raha. Can he do it again?
Let's get it. He's going up. Oh, that's way high. That is a monster air. That was the biggest one he has done all day. When it was pressure, he made diamonds. That was awesome. He did it. I absolutely think he was up there. Oh, was that a good attempt?
He just had to get past 45 feet 7 inches. Remember, last year's best height was 45 feet 2 inches. I agree with you. I think this is the highest Colby's going out here all day, Micah.
Yeah, just look like an elevator to the top. Man, if he didn't beat it, he is just millimeters away. Pick your favorite system. But what on earth? Again, the upper
of the 2 options?
Yeah, you get 2 options, you take one. I'm gonna mush them together and confuse people. Oh, that is such a cool angle. Look how picturesque this is. Yeah. Oh, you brought a flag? We're gonna go over that for sure. What on earth are these guys thinking? I mean, that was the one and done. Elevator to the top. Up, 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 up. Man.
He needed 45.8.
I mean, he's close to it.
40.
Oh, is that beautiful?
It's looking like he's up there around just a tad over 46 from that side view. It's hard to tell looking at all those replays. However, like I said, if he does get over that height, no, it's not going to be enough. A 44.10.
Oh.
So that means Corey Creed is going to get the win out here. He's already got himself an X Games gold medal in this event, and he walks away the 2019 Nitro World Games Moto Quarter Pipe champ as well.
That is such a nail in the coffin of a great year for this man, all the way from Australia. He came, he brought his mechanic. That's the man Taz right there. Put a ton of effort into getting that bike where it needed to be. 2 major televised TV contests, 2 gold medals. Man, we talk about there's a bunch of action sports in the Olympics. This is definitely our Olympics in action sports, and this guy just crushed it. Again, Australia is definitely staking that they are the best in the game, and man, they're taking the medals home to prove it.
I think Colby and Tyler just having a good time out here, doing some roost out there for the fans. Look at the emotion right now on Corey's face.
It's so cool, man. This is for all the people of Utah, for all the fun, for all the kids at the skate park, for all the people loading and unloading motorcycles. This is what can happen. This is as much fun as you can have. And you don't even have to do this, man. Maybe you're not into the contest side of things. Go out, put on a helmet, have some fun. This is what if you like to do this for fun, you should definitely keep doing it.
He's had a heck of a trip over here to the States thus far. Another big win. Lorette, get in there. Talk to the man.
Corey Creed, we can tell how much this meant to you. You were sitting over here. Your approach was completely different. It looked like you were carrying so much pressure on your shoulders, taking deep breaths. Can you talk about the bravery that it took for you to go 45 feet and 7 inches?
I wanted this one pretty much the whole year since I lost last year.
X Games quarter pipe gold was a bit of a beauty, but this one hits home pretty well. Yeah, it's not easy, you know, riding at that ramp with the throttle buttoned on the whole way. Man, I'm so stoked. Yeah, this is like a dream come true. I can't thank Rockstar Energy Unit, Showtime FMX, Boost Mobile, MX Store, Rival Inc. Man, everyone supports me. My mechanic Taz killed it all week. We've been here all week practicing, putting in the work. You know, my fiance back home, you know, Klein Schmidt family, SJ Work, Scotty boy, we did it, man. Oh, we did it.
You did it. You did it. And when you are sitting here, you're looking at this takeoff ramp and you are breathing and you are visualizing your runs. Can you even talk about how wild that was to drop from that many feet? You were dropping from 6 stories.
7.
And I've been visualizing it since Tuesday, trying to put it all together and then figure it out if I did win or how I can win. Yeah, like pretty much I flew here to come to work. You know, it is fun and games, but you know, I want to do good. I want to make a name for myself, so I take it very seriously.
Now, talking about visualization, were you able to visualize this win, or would that have been too much of a distraction for you?
Yeah, too much of a distraction. These dudes are so good on a dirt bike. I've got so much respect for Tyler and Colby. You know, I never counted them out until obviously the last jump. So yeah, mad respect.
Unbelievable job. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Creed is your winner of FMX quarter pipe. Guys.
Talk about the level of dedication and the drive that young man has. We saw it in his profile earlier in the show. He said he wanted redemption.
When they came out and put the new height pole up, they didn't tell anybody that they made it taller, that they made it bigger. So all of this was kind of by accident that he's like, oh, I'm just trying to gauge it by last year. Yo, homie, you're 15 feet higher than last year. Look at this performance, Jimmy. What an absolute stallion of a human being.
He was on the podium last year, finished out in 3rd place. He had a height of 38 feet 6 inches, and believe it or not, in that opening round, he had broken last year's height record. We had 45 feet 2 inches last year. He came out in that opening round and went 46 feet 8 inches just to get the party started.
Oh, and a party it is. They are going to be celebrating in Australia for a full year. He said it, man. There's a couple other contests out there. There's a couple other show teams with ramps like this. This is the Big Daddy. This is where you put up or shut up, and the 5 bravest human beings to put legs over motorcycles